Have you ever wondered if true happiness comes from wealth, or is it found in the most unexpected places? What if the key to a peaceful life wasn't money or status, but something much simpler? Alyawazian, a wealthy man from Ibadan, was invited to his ex-fiancée Folklare's wedding. He had everything anyone could want: money, respect, and a high position in society. But deep down, something didn't feel right. The night before the wedding, as he looked out of his window, his eyes fell on Adebimp, a homeless woman he had seen many times on the streets of Ibadan. She was always there, sitting by the corner, asking for help. Despite her difficult life, Adebimp's eyes showed wisdom, kindness, and strength. Alyawazian had once given her some food, and that small act of kindness had stayed with him. He often wondered, with all his wealth, if he had lost something important. So, when the wedding invitation came, he decided to do something different. The next morning, instead of attending the wedding alone, he went down to Adebimp and asked, "Adebimp, would you come with me to a wedding?" Adebimp was surprised. "Me? But I'm not fit for a place like that," she said, hesitating. Alyawazian smiled and replied, "It's not about being fit for the place. It's about being real. You deserve respect." He took her to a nearby shop, bought her a beautiful dress, and made sure she felt human again. They arrived at the wedding, and the guests immediately stared and whispered among themselves. Adebimp, a homeless woman, was at such a high society wedding. They didn't understand it. Folklore, standing at the altar, saw them and frowned. What was Alyawazian doing? But Alyawazian stood proudly beside Adebimp. He wasn't trying to make a statement. He simply felt peace being with someone who reminded him of what really mattered: genuine kindness. It was during the reception that Adebimp stood up, silencing the room. She cleared her throat and spoke. "I know many of you look at me and think I'm nothing, just a poor woman who doesn't belong here. But I am somebody. I've been through pain, loss, and struggles, but I never lost my heart." Her voice rang out steady and full of truth. "It's not the things we have that matter. It's the love, the kindness, and the heart we give. Alyawazian helped me when I had nothing, and that's what truly counts. He saw me for who I am." The room was stunned. Folklore, who had always focused on wealth and appearances, felt a sting. The words shook her deeply. Here was a woman from the streets, speaking with more grace and wisdom than she had ever known. Alyawazian, standing next to Adebimp, realized that he had been chasing the wrong things. Wealth, status, and approval, none of it brought the peace he now felt standing beside Adebimp. In that moment, Alyawazian stood up. "This life of wealth and status isn't fulfilling me. I want to live with meaning, not in the pursuit of things that don't matter. I choose to help those who need it, to find purpose in something deeper." With those words, he walked out of the wedding, leaving behind the life he had built. Adebimp, the woman with nothing, had reminded him of the true treasures in life: compassion, humility, and love. Alyawazian knew that he had made the right choice. He no longer needed the approval of others or the wealth that once defined him. What mattered now was being true to himself. Now, I want to know, did Alyawazian make the right decision? Do you think Adebimp's words speak the truth about what really matters in life? Share your thoughts and comments, and I'll be right there to chat with you. Let's talk. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.